Yeah. Meters out. We're live. We're live. We're live. What's going on? What's going on?
Hey
Well,
man.
welcome to the podcast. This is KG Gaming's podcast. Whatever you want to do, like, subscribe. Always make sure. I'm always interested in talking to people. This is my good friend Cesar. What's your last name? Barros. Your last name always messes me up. Messes me up completely. So I got Cesar Barros with me. From this is Ownself Entrepreneur and own company with his dad. So we're gonna be talking about him, about his brand, and about his whatever his goals are that he wants to do in the world or for his brand. And I want to support him because I'm his good friend. So whatever this goes out, like and share. Remember, it always helps and it's always positive. So Caesar, welcome. You're my
Thank you for
first
having me.
guest.
I
You're my
appreciate
first
it.
guest, so I
Listen,
appreciate you.
you know what's crazy? This is actually my first podcast, and I'm really
Well,
excited. I
well,
wasn't expecting like this setup. This is actually
Well,
pretty cool.
it's a little bit of setup. It's not that
Yeah.
bad. It's my little getup right here. So, what's going on? What's on your mind, man?
All right. So basically, on my way here, I was like thinking about like, man, this is gonna be my first podcast. Like, am I gonna be nervous? I don't even know what to expect.
Yeah.
So I'm like, okay, like, what are some questions that he would possibly ask me? It's probably
Yeah.
gonna be like business related, entrepreneurship related. So I'm like thinking about answers to questions that I haven't even been asked yet.
Yeah.
I'm like, all right, first of all, bro, you're overthinking it. Like, calm down. It's just gonna be
Yeah.
an interview. Like, relax. Why are you shaking? Why are you sweating right now? No, I'm really excited to be here, bro. Like, you said all those wonderful things about me, and honestly, I'm just glad to support you.
Yeah.
And
No, thank you. I appreciate it. I appreciate it.
I like to surround myself with people who are driven,
Okay.
who are
Okay.
ambitious, who are striving for growth, striving for more, and you got all of it, bro.
Man, no, thank you. I appreciate it, brother. I
Absolutely.
appreciate it. So we're here. This first podcast for me too. I just started all this, so if I botch something, just let me know. Comment. Let me know what I can fix, what I can tune up, and everything. Advice is always given, and it's always appreciated. So, all right. So when I first met you, you were talking to me about your company and about your brand, and tell me more about it. Tell me about it. That way, the listeners and the watchers can actually know about it, and they can actually search it up and stuff.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I've got a few things going on. I've got a commercial cleaning company. I also have a clothing brand. I just happened, not just happened, but this is planned. I'm wearing my clothing brand right here. It's called Minds of Kings.
Okay. Okay.
So it's a
You can see it. You can see
Yeah,
it,
can
people.
you guys see it? Okay.
Show it up.
It
Show
says
it up. Show
it
it
says
up. Mind of Kings.
Minds of Kings. You
There
guys
you go.
already know.
I'm already representing. You already got to know right here. So.
Yeah, he's repping it. I got it too. You know. So we're gonna elevate, but right now I feel like I'm kind of like establishing the foundation.
Yeah.
The reason why I've got multiple brands, and I didn't even finish telling you guys.
Yeah.
Basically everything that I have. So it's I've got a online fitness coaching business called C's Fitness.
Okay, C's Fitness.
C's
Okay.
Fitness, LLC, and I sell like some ebooks, training courses, some do-it-yourself type of
Okay.
products, and then
Okay.
also I do. I really hope that they can hear me okay. The microphone's kind of far, but
No, you can
Um,
actually put it closer if you want.
Oh,
Like,
sweet.
It,
There you
it
go.
extends, so
There you
it's
go.
all up to you, man. Whatever you want to
Nice.
do.
Awesome. I like this. This is better. Yeah. So online fitness coaching, one-on-one training as well, and the clothing brand, Minds of Kings. I had started this back in 2016. It was my first endeavor ever.
Okay.
Endeavor ever.
Okay. Little
and-
rhyme right there for you guys.
Yeah. I've been doing it ever since, but I've had some setbacks along the way, a lot of learning experiences. So I took a break from it, explored different interests, and the most recent business that I started, I actually didn't start it. It was my dad. My dad was the one that launched the LLC,
Okay.
which is the commercial cleaning.
All right, and if you don't mind me asking, sorry to interrupt. What's your dad's name?
So
That
his
way
name-
they can know
yes,
that.
So his name is Manuel Barros as well. So his name is Manuel.
Okay,
His
so
name's
Manuel.
And the company's called Barros Cleaning Services for now, but we're probably going to change that because I did a little Google search. Although we were able to secure the LLC name,
Okay.
I did a quick Google search, and there's like so many Barros
Barrels.
cleaning
Yeah,
companies.
yeah.
And
So
I'm
you
like,
don't
no.
want to be competing with
Yeah,
the same
like,
name. It's gonna be exclusive.
Exactly. I'm like, first of all, like we gotta we gotta be different from everybody else.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
we need to come up with an original name, and that's gonna come in the future.
Okay.
But right now we're just gonna stick with it. It's working. We've got accounts. We've got clients.
Okay, that's good.
Yeah. So that's basically what I do.
All right. So based off the company with you and your dad, where is it based out of? That way the viewers can know
Yes.
and search it up.
So we are based out of New Britain, Connecticut.
Okay. So we're in Connecticut.
And we
CT.
Yeah, absolutely, and we only cater to Connecticut. So right
Okay.
now we're
So
not.
right now
We're
it's
not
like local Connecticut and stuff like
exactly. We
that.
want to
Okay.
grow locally, and then hopefully in the future we
Expand.
expand.
That's good. That's good. Okay. But what I've been hearing is that you want to expand Minor Kings to the whole world, people, to the whole world.
Listen,
So
bro, I want to
it's all about
expand
that.
everything, everything. I don't have the, like a limited mindset. If I'm
Yeah.
going to do something, I wanna make sure that I put 110% into
Of
it.
course.
Everything's got to be to the best, like to its greatest potential possible.
Okay.
Because why limit? Like why put limits to your dreams?
No limit, no limit at all. So another thing that I was about to ask you. You a dad, just like me. You're a dad. How's that going for you? How's that going for you?
It is. It's got its pros and cons. Sometimes
Okay.
a little stressful, but honestly, I love it. I love the experience. I'm all here
Same,
for the journey. I'm learning as I go. I have a great partner, and
Okay.
she's the love of my life, but also she's a great mother, and I learn from her as well.
That's good. That's good. Always got to learn from each other, man. That's always
Yeah.
got to learn from each other.
And,
So
and I'm learning from you as well. So if you got any pointers, I mean, you've been doing it longer than I have, so you let me know.
well, I'm only what 7 years or like what 8 years up. That's
Yeah.
dude. You
Hey,
learn
we're still
every
young,
day.
bro. We still
With
young.
kids, you learn every day. Like every day is always a learning curve. You always gotta be learning with them. Their personalities always change. Their moods always change. It's always gotta be like a guessing game with kids, man. Like it's always gotta be a guessing game. Just like it's like you're trying to do a business or you're trying to do a trade, and you gotta actually know the circumstances of what's gonna happen after. Because with the kids, it's like I can just give you a key and you'll be fine 10 minutes later. But you told me that you're trying to start this business and you already started it, and it's like worse than that. In other words, so hey, fatherhood gives you a little bit of like pointers there too.
No, absolutely. Entrepreneurship is not for the weak. But if you're an entrepreneur and you're a father at the same time, that's really not for the weak because that's pretty hard.
Yeah, because you gotta
juggle.
balance out, right? Yeah, you
exactly.
gotta balance it out. You gotta balance it out. So your origin, where you come from?
So I was born in the capital of Portugal, Lisbon, and I haven't been back since I was 8. My parents came here when I was very young, and Portuguese was my first language, and then I learned English, and I'm okay at Spanish.
You're like you defend yourself in Spanish. You defend yourself in Spanish.
Yeah.
But at least you got that going for you that you at least know 3 languages. In other words, not a lot of people know 3 languages, and if they do, they botch the third one.
Right.
But hey, at least you're there. You're there. You're there.
You know what's crazy? I like to think that I can speak 3 languages pretty well, but I feel like I'm mediocre at all of them. I feel like I haven't.
Everybody's mediocre at their own language because you can just botch it. Sorry to interrupt, but you can just botch it. So.
Yeah, it's true. I feel like I haven't quite mastered English. I haven't mastered Portuguese, and I'm like, I get like really insecure when I try to speak Spanish. I can keep up a conversation, but it's like,
now don't get insecure. Just keep going. Even if you botch it, they're gonna look at you and they're actually gonna be like, okay, he botched this word, so let me correct him. That way, next time he understands that you gotta say it this way.
Right.
Well, it's just a learning curve and stuff like that, and you're gonna come across stuff like that, and wow, that's a lot, dude. That's a lot.
It is. There's been times in the past where like I'm having a conversation in Spanish and I can feel my face getting hot, and I'm like, wow, like I guess I'm pretty nervous, and then I start like stumbling over words, and I'm like, is that even proper grammar? Like, bro, just stick to English, please.
All right, so this to keep talking about business and your business and your all self mind. Your book. What is your book about?
Yeah, so I have an ebook. It's called Nutrition on a Time Crunch, and basically, it teaches you. Oh man, it's been a while since I wrote.
But I know about that. That's
yeah.
why I want to know more. That's way the listeners and the viewers can actually know about it.
Yeah, so basically, it's directed towards an audience that's very busy. They're professionals, and they perhaps travel a lot and they don't
Okay.
have a lot of time to work out and eat healthy. So I wrote a book with that basically shares tips.
It's like a cheat sheet,
Pretty much,
tips.
pretty
In other
much.
words,
Like
yeah.
it gives you some ideas on how you can eat healthy on a time crunch. But that's basically what the book is called: is nutrition on a time crunch.
Okay.
And it gives you some workout plans that you can do that is quite effective, like time effective, and also some recipes I've included in the ebook as well.
Ooh.
And it advertises a few of my workout programs as well.
Does your ebook got the auditoriums that way they can hear your voice or no? It's
No,
not
it
there.
doesn't, unfortunately.
Oh, soon. It's gonna be soon. It's
Soon.
gonna be
Oh
soon.
wait,
That
you mean like the audiobook?
yeah, the audiobook.
It's
Yeah.
so I do have an audiobook version of it, but it's not my voice.
Or somebody else's
Yeah,
voice.
I tried recording it with my voice, but unfortunately it just doesn't come out right.
Yeah.
I think it's because I don't have this setup right here. That's the reason why it won't come out the way I
No,
want
it's
it
not
to.
about the setup. It's about just going
Yeah.
for it. Like
No,
screw
look,
it.
I literally just tried using my iPhone, and
Oh, okay,
when I played it back, I'm like, oh man, it sounds weird, like I'm breathing into it, and people are not gonna want to
True.
listen to it. It's got to be like crisp audio where you're not gonna be turned off by listening to my voice reading an ebook.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
All right. Life goals, man.
But you know what?
Yeah.
I was thinking about it, and I feel like one of my biggest weaknesses is that I'm a perfectionist. I sometimes am afraid to release things because I feel like I can do better. So then I
Okay.
spend more and more time working on that thing, and honestly, I feel like it's a form of procrastination. But I don't.
It's like
But I
a
don't.
double-edged
Yeah.
sword. It's like a double-edged sword.
Exactly. It's like I know it's good enough, and it's probably better than what else could be out there. But I feel like it needs to be better, and it just ends up taking me longer.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So it's like it eats your mind. It's like you get so overwhelmed with one thing that
Yeah.
you just keep repeating in your head. You know why they call that, right?
What?
ADHD. That's
Bro,
what they call it, ADHD.
ADHD. I don't know if I believe in it.
Me neither. I don't know.
I feel like every kid is just naturally hyper. Bro, like my son is running
We
like
out.
he's in the ceilings, like you know what I mean?
Spider pig.
Literally,
Spider pig.
Literally. I was never diagnosed, or is it diagnosed? Like
I don't know what
I
they
don't even
do
know
now. Like I don't know what they do now
But
at
I know
all.
I was like a super hyper kid. You know, like I would get in trouble all the time.
Oh, same here. They used to call my mom, Mira Lili tu hijo. Like
Bro.
all the time, all the
Yeah,
time.
exactly.
I bet you they used to call your mom all the time. Like, hey, your son is acting up over there.
Bro, I used to have like chanclas being thrown at me. Like I had to dodge them.
Your mom playing sniper with you.
Bro, she played no games. I was hyper. But I feel like children are just naturally more interested in certain things.
Okay.
And I feel that when you're younger, you have more energy and you're hyper and you don't know what to do with that energy and you don't want to just sit down and
Yeah, you just want to burst that out.
Yeah, exactly.
Now, when you get older, I think past your 30s, like when you hit that 30, everything starts like warranty flags start popping up. Like,
Yeah.
your knees are giving out, your back
I feel
hurts.
it already. I'll tell you right now.
And
got
how old
white
are you right
hair.
now?
Well, I just turned 29.
Well, you're there.
I'm getting there.
You're
I'm getting
30.
there.
You're already at 30.
Yeah.
You're not even at 30. You just 30 right now.
Exactly. But I'm trying to slow down that process. I feel like if you keep up with yourself pretty well, you try to eat healthy, you try to exercise on a consistent basis, you can slow down that aging process.
True.
Significantly.
Well, you look good for your age.
Thank
Still,
you.
like
I appreciate it.
your skin looks firm, not like mine. Mine is rough as a fucking crocodile.
Yeah,
So,
I mean, I appreciate the compliment. Lately, I feel like my struggle has been to try to reduce like when I shave. Sometimes I get like the razor bumps.
oh yeah.
So
Same here.
Yeah.
I'm not prone to that.
When I was younger, I was a bit more insecure about it, but now I feel like I'm pretty confident.
Yeah,
Like,
see,
whatever.
when I was growing up, I had patches.
Bro, I still have
Sally.
patches. Look at this.
Patch Sally, they used to call me Patch Sally because I had one like this patch right here is still
Yeah.
like I can't
I can't
grow
even
it.
notice it. I kind of can notice it like on your cheek a little bit.
Yeah.
But you know what? It outlines your jaw, so it's all good.
Yeah, well, not to me. When I know it's there, it bothers me.
Yeah.
Completely.
No, listen, as soon as I turned like 21, 22, and I saw that my facial hair wasn't growing fully, I was like, whatever. Like it's never gonna grow completely.
Yeah. You're just like I'm stuck with this completely.
Yeah, like this is who I am, I guess.
Okay. You're like I accept it. Whatever. It
This
doesn't
is it.
matter.
This is what God has planned for me. A mediocre facial hairs.
Mediocre facial hair.
Mediocre
Yo.
facial hairs.
Yo.
But it's
Not
fine.
gonna lie. Not gonna lie. But
Listen,
nah.
somebody very special to me said you have to own your strengths and weaknesses and flaws. That's what makes you who you are.
Okay.
And that special person is my girl. So
Okay, that's good. Hey,
listen,
shout out to the
she,
girl.
listen, if your girl likes what you look like, hey, like there's nothing to complain
It is
about.
what
Right?
well, I'm blessed with what I got.
Absolutely.
So that's what it matters.
Absolutely.
I'm blessed with what I got. I'm glad.
Shout out to the fam.
Great fam. We got it.
Hey.
Yeah. No, but back to the conversation. What got you into this mindset when you were a kid? Like, what do you want? Like, when you were a kid, what were you actually thinking? Like, okay, I want to, when I grow up, like, every other kid wants to be like, oh, I want to be a police officer, I want to be a firefighter. No, no, what actually, like, what it, you wanted to be when you were a kid? And then out of nowhere, just derailed.
Yeah. When I was a kid, I wanted to be Spider-Man.
Jesus
I wanted to be
Christ.
Batman. I wanted to be a superhero, like a crime fighter. All
Well-
I wanted to do was kick ass, bro.
Well,
like, that's what I wanted to do as a kid.
Well, Batman, I got the dark story that you don't need your parents if you want to be Batman, and you want
That's
your parents.
True. That's true. If you want to become Batman, you can't have your parents
and you
around.
gotta
That is a fact.
blow money, but there's no blow
Yeah.
money here.
But-
Spider-Man, you gotta get bit by a special
Yeah.
spider, and I don't
Yeah.
know those exist.
The thing is, I'm not even joking about that. Like, that's actually what I wanted to be until I got into the 4th grade, and then I realized I
Okay.
wanted to become an artist.
Oh,
And
okay.
I wanted to draw for the rest of my life. I wanted to get into comic book drawing. I wanted to become
That's
you know, draw
actually pretty
anime.
dope. That's actually pretty dope.
Yeah, I mean, we can definitely relate to this, but I discovered anime when I was very, very little. I probably was like 6 years old, and my cousins had gotten me into like Dragon Ball Z, and then I was probably like in the third grade going on to the 4th grade when I
Okay.
discovered Naruto, and it was still brand new in the U.S.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
And I was like,
Just came out right around there, yeah.
And I fell in love with I don't know if it's manga or manga.
It doesn't matter,
It's
yeah.
been a while. But I got into that, and I would like start drawing comic books in school, and I would do it just because at the time, like, I didn't have access to a printer, so I couldn't like print out the things that I wanted or have posters, things of that sort. So I was like, let me just create it for myself.
Like your own imagination, how you pictured it in your head. That's how you wanted to draw it. That's unique, man. That's unique. So don't worry about it, man. That's unique, and it goes a long way, actually.
Yeah.
It goes a long, long, long way, because
Well-
your imagination is like beyond this world.
Yeah.
Like beyond, because you can
appreciate
imagine everything, man.
Yeah, it's I feel like I'm definitely creatively inclined. I feel that creating things is kind of like my specialty. I've always been like into painting and drawing, and I really wanted to become an artist until I think in the 4th grade or in the 5th grade, one of my teachers was like, you can't make money being an artist." And
Yeah, you see that's this is what I hate about, and hate is a strong word. People, hate is a strong word. I always have said that hate is a strong word, but this is why I hate that some people, instead of pushing you forward, they want to just bring down, because I bet you they're bitter because they couldn't do something and they don't want nobody to do it, so they just want to push that energy to somebody. Like,
yeah, exactly.
and especially a teacher's supposed to like motivate you and push you like to do the best and all that, like just to like push you down. That's not right.
Yeah, it's crazy. I took it to heart, and I wish I didn't, but I took it to heart. But I never stopped drawing. I continued to do it because I loved it. Like,
yeah, and never got you to that point that you just
yeah,
wanted to quit.
I think
Okay.
what happened in my mind was that I just chose not to make it a career anymore.
Okay.
And I was like, okay, well, now I got to figure out what else to do, because apparently this is what life is about. It's about making money. I hear it at home. I hear it at school. So I can't make a living from drawing. Even though, like, a lot of people made a living from drawing. Like,
A lot of people do money by
Marvel,
drawing.
Stan Lee. Like,
Yeah,
come
all
on.
those people.
But-
like dream is just something that you want to believe on until it's actually concrete. The dream actually comes true. It's just motivation and like and that like push that you want to just get there. Dreams is just like, oh, it's like a thought. Dreams are thoughts
Exactly.
that you just like, oh, I got a dream that I want to do this, but you can be that. You can actually push yourself to do that. You just got to work hard, like bust your butt for it.
Absolutely. You know, you got to have that hustle mentality. And to be honest with you, I wasn't really interested in work until I was about 16 and I wanted to make my own money. In the
Okay.
beginning, I really just wanted to draw, and I got into book writing for a
Okay.
little bit.
Okay. Book writing.
I think when I got to middle school, I wanted to be an author as well.
Okay. So, author. Now, let's pause that right there. Author. What kind of books though? But what kind of books are you trying to like to write
Yeah,
that you wanted to make and on your mind?
sci-fi thriller.
Sci-fi thriller.
I don't know why. I like maybe not sci-fi thrillers, psychological thrillers.
Okay, so you just want to screw with people's heads.
Pretty much.
Ah.
Like that's like I wanted to create a I
You
think
wanted
I did.
to dig on that.
Yeah, exactly. And in high school, I had this teacher, and he was a great literature teacher, and he read like parts of a book that I was writing, and he
Okay.
really loved it. And he was like, "Bro, you should get this published."
Okay.
And I was like, "Really?" And he was like, "Yeah, like this is really good." And I kind of just I spent the entire summer
So
trying to finish
that
the book.
pushed you to actually like
Yeah.
finish the book.
And I got to like chapter 59, and then I stopped.
You're like done.
Yeah.
You just put right there on the other page to be continued.
Pretty
Just
much.
leave it there. Leave it cliffhanger.
Exactly.
That's what people do. And then 10 years pass and boom. The cliffhanger is then she came down the hill, tripped on a rock and died. Boom.
Yes.
And a story right there.
That's
so we
crazy.
waited 10 years for her to trip down the hill and die. Yeah, after all that hard
That's
work
wild.
that she went through, war,
What?
all that. Nah. Well, it's your book, so I don't know what it is about. So I'm just imagining there's like something about that. So I'm just saying.
I mean, it's pretty irrelevant. I don't really want to talk about it. I don't really remember much of it, other than it was like 50 something chapters, and it was about like this guy.
Where is it now? Lost.
It's in a box somewhere. It's in a box.
We gotta
somewhere.
find it, people. We gotta find it. We need that book.
Maybe one day. Maybe one day. I'm gonna have to reread it though, because there's a lot about it that I forgot. This is back in high school. This is over 10 years ago.
Okay.
So.
So that teacher actually like got you more into
he definitely supported it. I think he was one
That's
of the
good.
reasons why.
Those are the teachers we need.
Absolutely. I've had great teachers. I've had bad teachers, but none of them were responsible for me having the entrepreneurial mindset.
Okay.
I think that just came. That came when I was about possibly 19 or 20 years old.
Big jump right there. Well, because you're actually entering adulthood, but then
Yeah.
like more responsibilities. You're out of your like they say your mom's house and stuff like that. You're gonna get your own apartment, your own car, and all that stuff. So yeah, that's where it kicks in other words.
For me, this was after high school, and I was looking for answers on which direction I should go when it came to having a career.
Okay.
I had decided that college wasn't for me, and the reason why I decided that college wasn't for me was because there were some people that I was working with at the age of 16, because I started working when I was 16 years old.
Young.
And I was working with some individuals who were like in their 30s or 40s, and they had gotten their degrees and they went to college and they were working with me and they still didn't know what they wanted to do in life.
True.
So I felt like perhaps college wasn't everything that the teachers were telling me that it was supposed to be, and I just felt like I didn't want a bunch of like hundreds of thousands of dollars in student loan debts. And also, I didn't know what I wanted to do at that time, so I didn't want to put myself through that commitment, that financial commitment, without knowing exactly what it is that I wanted to do.
Yeah.
And a lot
you don't want to put yourself in that burden.
Yeah. So I didn't want any of that for my life, and I just chose to wait. I don't think I had decided not to go, but I was like, let me wait it out a few years. I don't want to put a lot of pressure.
Did you decide back to go and stuff like that, or not yet?
Not to, because
true.
That's when I discovered entrepreneurship. I discovered a show called Shark Tank.
Okay, so we're talking about Shark Tank.
And
not a sponsor.
Not a sponsor. We're definitely not sponsoring Shark Tank, but I fell in love with it. And I was like, wow, like what? Like people are actually making hundreds of millions of dollars, billions of dollars without going to college? That's insane. Just by, just through an idea that they developed and they're making money from it. And
it goes a long way.
Yeah.
It goes a long way.
Maybe this is what I can do in life.
Boom. And that's when Mind of Kings came out of.
Not quite.
Not quite. Oh, okay.
So
it took you a little bit still.
It took me a little bit because I didn't know what kind of business I wanted to start.
Okay.
Now I was like, wow, entrepreneurship, business ownership, like that's actually a thing. You don't need to go to school for it. There are entrepreneurs out here who didn't even finish high school. So I was like, okay, if I'm gonna start a business, what is it going to be about? And it took me quite some time, but the way that I was able to discover that was I just took all of my skills and interests and I combined it into one. And at the time, I was more fashion focused.
Fashion design focus.
Yeah.
The trendy.
So with
You're
clothing
going
brand,
with the trendy. Okay.
exactly. So with the clothing brand, you got fashion, and then you got graphic design, which is art, which
Yep.
I already
Yep.
love to do, and I kind of already had some
Two and
ideas.
two together.
Exactly. And then modeling. I like to be in front of the camera. I like to model, right? And also I think that was it. But all of those interests combined, I was like clothing brand, clothing. Let's do that. And it just worked out. I tried it. I loved it. I failed. I tried again. Loved it. Failed, and just I continued until
That actually pushes you to do more. Like a lot of people say, like, "Oh, I hate failing. I fail one and I quit." No, you gotta get up, brush that off,
yeah.
push it again.
You learn a lot more from your failures than you do from your wins.
Exactly, because if you keep winning, what are you learning about? Like that doesn't make no sense. You gotta lose to know what you lose, like what you lost. Like what you lost. I gotta put this better. You gotta lose to know what you actually lost on.
Yes, exactly.
That way you can actually fix it for next time.
Yeah, I feel like the two best ways for you to learn anything in life is either by having a mentor oh, either by having a mentor or by doing it yourself and failing and then doing something different. Those are the only two ways that I would recommend somebody to learn.
Okay.
So I would obviously recommend you getting a mentor or a coach to kind of help you get through the learning curve.
Guide you. Yep.
Yeah, because they've gone through it and they failed, and the point of having a coach or a mentor is to help you not make the same mistakes that they did.
Who was your mentor? If you had one, or you just went solo dolo on loco.
I had no mentor, and I currently still have no mentor.
So you're solo doloing around there. You're learning by push. You're learning by yourself. You're actually sacrificing a lot right now to actually get what you want right now.
Exactly, but now I have a different mindset where I'm looking for mentors and I'm looking for coaches.
Okay.
And I'm willing to pay for those things as well because I know that's gonna ultimately put me in the right direction.
Yeah, and it puts them in the right direction too because they coach you, and you don't want to be like, "Hey, you help me get to this, so I got you." In other words, yeah, no, that's not wrong with that at all. Not wrong with that. Not wrong with that. So it actually, like, when you were a kid, so 1920, that's when it actually, like, it pushes you to the point that you want to become an entrepreneur and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So Mind of Kings, I see that it came on 2016.
2016.
What actually got you to, like, finalize that stamp?
That's a very interesting question. Minds of Kings started off as an Instagram page.
Okay.
And I wanted it to just be an entrepreneurial quote page to motivate other people to start businesses and to develop that hustle mentality. That's all it was supposed to be.
So Mind of Kings was all supposed to be to help other people become what they want to achieve.
Exactly.
So it's like, hey, nobody got your back. We got your back because we got Mind of Kings right now.
Yeah, exactly.
Mind of Kings.
I gain motivation by motivating other people.
Okay.
I feel like that's ultimately what shapes my ambition and drive. I have to do it for other people for it to manifest within me.
Okay.
And that goes for anything or everything. Like if I feel down, I have to make somebody else feel better.
Yeah.
So that I can feel better. So that's kind of like where that quote page came from. In a sense, I was motivating myself by motivating other people. I was like, if I make this quote and I post it, it's also going to be a reminder to me.
Okay.
You know?
That post, how long did it went?
I got up to, I want to say, honestly, the page is still up there.
There you go.
I can't remember how many posts I created.
You did it on
that? It
that?
would have been hundreds of posts, and I got the page up to like 6,000 followers at one point.
That's not bad. Hey, go follow it. Where is it at?
At Minds of Kings on Instagram, also Facebook Minds of Kings.
There you go. Yeah. Go follow it, my guys. Go follow it.
There you go. And then after a while, when I had put all my interests together, I created the first logo. I did it by hand on a piece of paper, and I kept perfecting it. And then finally, this is what came
into
my mind.
concrete, into
Exactly.
concrete.
And at first it was on piece of paper, and then I went onto the Adobe Illustrator platforms, and uh, I used my graphic design skills to bring it to life. And then I took that and I put it on a blank T-shirt, and then I ordered like what?
The stickers or
No. So I only ordered T-shirts at the time. The stickers
okay.
are relatively new, but I ordered around like 200 T-shirts, and they were pretty pricey because at the time I wasn't very business or finance focused.
Okay.
I just wanted T-shirts. I don't care what it cost me.
You just wanted them T-shirts.
Exactly.
You just wanted them T-shirts.
But now I know about profit margin and how important that is if you want to have a successful business.
Yep.
And unfortunately, I didn't know that at the time, so I lost a lot of money. But I was still able to make a lot of sales.
Yeah, but you learned from that, actually. You learned from that.
That's the reason why I know about profit margins, because I lost a lot of money.
Yeah. No, of course. Technical difficulties. My microphone just fell. Give me a second.
We're gonna have to roll to commercials.
Give me a second. My microphone just fell out of here.
No, that's cool.
There we go. We're back. So, wow. So it got concrete at 16. In 2016.
And I'll tell you what the brand is about. So basically,
that was my next question. What's your brand about?
Yeah, so basically, Minds of Kings is a brand for those who have the royalty mindset. Basically, individuals who are not going to give up when life pushes them down.
True.
People who are resilient, people who are consistent, people who have goals, dreams, ambitions, and are willing to do everything in their power to make sure that they actually realize those goals and dreams. That's what Minds of Kings is about. It's for those types of individuals. So, in the beginning, I kind of wanted Minds of Kings to be for everybody.
Yeah.
But I don't want it to be for everybody anymore. I want it to be exclusively for people who demonstrate a certain type of mindset.
Yeah.
That's the most important thing. And I feel like that's what's going to set Minds of Kings apart from every other clothing brands, because we want to cater to those types of individuals specifically. If not, then we would like to develop those types of qualities and mindset in certain individuals and future customers.
Okay. So it's all about growth. It's all about achieving positively, pushing people to do better, and just getting them on their feet, back on their feet.
Pretty much.
Okay.
Having the growth mindset is very important.
Pretty good.
And that's
pretty
what
good.
Minds of Kings symbolizes.
Fatherhood. How it comes in play into that at the same time.
So Minds of Kings right now caters to the younger generation. I want to say ages 15, 35. And the reason why I want to go that low is because I want to motivate the next generation to self-actualize, to be the best possible versions that they can be. Because I feel like this generation, or not, the younger generation of these days, they are not moving in a positive direction just because of what's going on social media, everything that's happening in the world. People aren't really interested in becoming the best version of themselves possible.
Okay.
And I want to have a clothing brand that inspires them to chase greatness, to be excellent in life.
Of course.
And with Minds of Kings, you asked me basically how does that play in fatherhood?
Yeah.
I want my son to follow a positive example, and I hope to be a positive example, and I hope that my clothing brand speaks for who I am as an individual, because it's Minds of Kings is the story of my life. It's basically the mindset that I developed over the years.
Yeah.
My work ethic, my hustle, and I want my son to emulate it. And I feel like Minds of Kings just symbolizes everything that I am.
It pushes it to that point already. Like it pushes to that point, but you want to get it over that point. That way he can realize the sacrifice that you have made to get to that point. In other words, true. Who actually, in your mind, who motivated you to actually like yourself? That you saw something, you growing up, you felt like, like example, like a hero, like mine was Scarface for some reason.
Really?
Yeah, mine was Scarface, a coke literally dealer for Miami, like completely fictional character, but he was my hero. Like a coke dealer for some reason. I don't know.
Bro,
but
I love Scarface.
Like, no.
You know what it is? It's we like the rags to riches stories, like somebody who started from the bottom
Now we're
and
here.
then achieved everything in life, because we
Okay.
kind of see ourselves in those stories.
Yeah.
We see ourselves in
Yeah.
them, you know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Because we want to be
It
that.
doesn't
That's
mean
the
we want to
point.
become like coke dealers or
Like,
drug dealers,
not like that, but
but
we want to get to
we
that
want to
point
get
of
to a higher level.
success. That point of success in life. We want to get
Exactly.
to that point of success in life.
To answer your question, I've thought about this many times in the past, and I don't think that there's ever been anybody specific that motivated me. I think I just saw Shark Tank, and I was like, I want to be like that. I
So
want to have a multi-million-dollar
that
business.
clicked in your head, like,
Well,
I want to do that.
I
Want
I
that.
held freedom at a very high regard. I
Okay.
felt like freedom, and it wasn't even about the money. It wasn't even about the millions of dollars. It's just
Okay.
the ability to live life on my own terms without having anybody tell me how to live it.
Yep. Yep.
A lot of that came from just the workforce. Like I said, I started working when I was 16, which mean
That work ethic.
which means I had to learn how to take orders very, very early, and I was good at taking orders, but at some different parts of my life, I also wasn't.
Yeah.
Because I felt like I should be the one giving orders.
Yeah, because you want to be the boss.
Exactly.
He wants to be the boss.
But listen, like, I'm not saying that I wasn't humble. I understood where I was, and I understood that I was still new to the workforce, and I had to listen from people who were more experienced, especially in their careers.
Yeah.
But I knew that one day I had to be in their position. And there was just something inside me that told me that I just wasn't allowed to settle for mediocrity.
Yeah.
And I think it was just that inner voice or that inner knowing that was like, no, you need to be whatever is going to propel you to become the boss and in complete control of your life and your own kingdom. That's what you need to become. And I saw that in entrepreneurship.
Yeah.
I said entrepreneurship, being your own boss, is like being the king of a kingdom.
Mm-hmm.
You have employees beneath you, and a lot of people get this misconstrued. Being the king isn't about mistreating other people.
Other
or using
people,
them to
yeah.
whatever
It's like
advantage.
it's not about abusing your power.
Exactly. It's being the king of your kingdom means that you are a servant.
Okay.
And you are the biggest servant of your kingdom because you have to serve everybody in your kingdom.
Exactly.
That's what it means.
And that's what a lot of people don't get. A lot of people think that being president, mayor, whatever, being the chairman, being the president, they think that they can have power and they can like control people. They can't. They gotta actually control all of you, not to get like, in other words, like out of control because his neck is on the line. He's the president.
Exactly.
Like, so he's got to maintain you guys in order, and for him to maintain you guys in order, he's got to put some discipline and some control on it. And a lot of people a lot of people misunderstand that oh, he's a king, he's gonna be over us, he's gonna tell me what to do, I'm gonna become no, because he got responsibilities as well to maintain
and
and
that's
to
the
like
key word.
put it like on it. Like,
I wanted to be the person to have the most responsibility. Does that sound crazy?
well, yeah,
I was like,
yeah,
I want to be responsible for taxes and other people's paychecks and other people's livelihoods. I want to be in charge of making sure that somebody actually has food to put on the table for their families. Because that to me is like love.
Yeah, no, it is love.
Now, I've been fortunate over the years to experience what it's like to be a manager and to have employees beneath me, and I learned a lot from those experiences, and it's shaped me to become a better leader.
Yeah, because I bet you being manager, I'm not gonna lie, you being a manager, I bet you had some walkouts, some people walking out. Don't throw names or anything,
No, of course
but I
not,
bet you got some people walking out. Hey, F this job, I can find a better one. Look, I bet you got some of those.
Congratulations, Cesar! You got the responsibility you always wanted.
Yeah. People quitting left and right. Hey, I'm out. Peace.
Yeah, I've had people walk out on me. I've had to cover third shifts.
Yeah, for other people because they just up and quit or they just don't want to show up.
Exactly. I've had to have uncomfortable conversations. I've had to hire people. I've had to write people up. Unfortunately,
but you have put yourself in that mindset already. Sorry to interrupt, but you have put yourself in that mindset already.
Correct. And I know what it's like to be ran up. I know what it's like to be fired.
Exactly, because you've been in that shoes. You've been in that shoes, and you want to be in the other guy's shoes. I want to write you up.
Yeah.
Like, I want to be the one writing you up. Like, you want, because that's your mindset. Your mindset is always to be above. Always to go to the point of more success.
Exactly.
You want to be like a king. Yeah, a king. Yeah.
And I've always been grateful for where I was economically in life.
Yeah.
I'm glad I wasn't born to a rich family, because I feel like when I do become extremely wealthy, I can relate to all people.
Yeah.
Because I've been there. I know what it's like to be an employee. I know what it's like to not have any money. I know what it's like to not be able to meet, to be able to put food on the table, or to be able to have money for gas. I know what that feels like.
I've been in those shoes. Yeah, I've been in those shoes.
And I can relate to my employees. So if they are, going through something in life that's bothering them, I can be there. I can be more than a boss. I can be a mentor. I can be a coach. I can be a father. I can be an older brother.
Yeah.
And I feel like that's what it means to be a king, is just you're serving people and you're helping them and you're mentoring them, you're coaching them, and you're kind of guiding them through life as well.
Yeah.
Because a lot of times you'll have employees who are very young and they don't have that. I actually went through this experience. I had an employee who was very young and he worked for me. And he opened up to me in tears one day when he showed up late, and I had questioned him about it, and I guess that was like his last straw because so many things had occurred to him. That day. And we literally walked around. I was like, let's go for a walk, and I want to hear your story. I want to hear what's going on with you. And he opened up to me, told me that, his father wasn't really around, wasn't in the picture. His mom was doing everything by herself, and he had to help her, and he was only 18, 19, and he felt like so much pressure was on his shoulders, and I just felt I felt sad, but I felt happy that I could be the one to speak to him, because I had gone through some shit too in my life. Not quite like that, but I felt like because I was younger and I was closer to his age group, that I could relate and I could speak some strength into him, and it worked.
No, it worked. And
but he was still late the next day.
It worked, but it didn't click.
It
worked, but it didn't click. Hey, but he got the advice that you wanted, though.
But
he got the advice that you wanted, though.
Yeah, exactly. So hopefully he took that with him and it helped him. And if it didn't, then
it is what it is. At that point,
best. You can only do your best.
Well, my mind, like, not my mindset, but the way that I was like disciplined and all that stuff. You can't motivate people that don't want to get motivated.
Correct.
You can't change people that don't want to be changed. That's how my mindset always been. So, no, but if the person wants to get changed, he wants to get changed. But if not, it is what it is. You just let him be. In other words, thank you for talking to me. I appreciate it. I tried, but I couldn't. I tried, but I couldn't. Right. It's like, I tried.
I just felt like I had a responsibility to do my part. And whether the other person wants to do their part or not, that's between them and God.
Yep.
That's how I view it.
It's all about having faith and believing in God and trusting in Him. I know that a lot of people in this world are like split on that, and I know that religion talk and all that's for another conversation, because that's you just diving into a bunny hole.
Like 2 hours long.
Yeah, you just diving into a hole, because I can just go on and on and on about Christianity and stuff like that, and because I believe in God, and a lot of people criticize me about that. A lot of people completely criticize me, like, well,
forget the naysayers.
He's something up there. There's got to be more, something upper than him. Well, his dad. That's it. It's Jesus and his dad, and the Holy Spirit. That's it. But
I personally believe that there is no true atheist in this world.
No.
If you... I forget the exact phrase, but they say there's no such thing as an atheist in a foxhole or something like that.
No,
which relates to like World War II or, during the war, you would be like in the trenches and everybody's praying. Everybody's praying because nobody wants to get shot. Nobody wants to die, right?
No. That's
when you're in a situation where you're facing death, you are going to remember God and you're going to be praying to God.
Exactly.
Even if you were an atheist your whole life.
And that's how shit is gonna work, because they think that, I'm gonna be this ignorant fool all my life, and when shit hits the freaking fan, that's when they're gonna be like, shit. And then after that, they're calling their moms, mommy, because the only two people that comes in your mind when you're facing death is God and your mom.
Correct.
That's it. You don't scream for your dad, for Uncle Betty, Aunt Mommy, or Pappy. No, you don't scream for none of them. You scream for God and your mom. That's it. Because that's in other words, your two life forms. In other words, the two people, for the first two people that you actually meet in life are those two people.
I like that.
That's it.
I like that.
Those are the only two people that you actually, the first two people that you meet in your life that your soul meets is God and your mom.
I love that.
Because as soon as you're conceived, your soul is inside of that little being that they call, is already there. You just got no conscience until you get out.
Right.
Once you get out, your conscience clicks in.
I love
turns
that.
on.
When people ask me if I believe in God, obviously I say yes, but I say that I absolutely believe in a higher power that is completely, purely good.
Yeah,
that's
exactly.
what I believe.
Exactly.
Whatever God you choose to believe in, that's between you and your God. That's none of my business.
Exactly.
That's none of my business.
Exactly.
As long as you do not hurt yourself or other people, you're considered a brother to me.
And spread false or spread whatever, like we
evil.
cool.
Yeah.
We cool. Like if your God is sideways, or your God likes palm trees, then that's okay.
Right.
I applaud you. Hey, as long as it doesn't come between conflict with me, that's all it matters. So it matters.
I've never been the type of person to shy away from a religious conversation or a religious debate. These days, I don't usually debate religion.
Me neither.
Because I'm at the point where it's like, is that really what you believe? Awesome. I'm happy for you.
Exactly.
I don't want to take you away from your peace.
No.
Believe that.
No.
But I'm going to believe this, and guess what? I hope that we can still be friends.
Exactly. That's the mindset that a lot of people need to have in this world, and they don't. They don't want to have this conversation. A lot of people don't want to have this conversation. Like, I understand. Like, if you believe in spaghetti God, or you believe in twerk God, or whatever God you believe on, like, as long as it doesn't come in between me and my relationship with God, I don't care.
Yeah, exactly. I feel like these days,
we cool. Like, as long as your twerk God stays over there twerking and be happy, fine with me.
Everybody has a God.
Exactly.
Everybody. Whether you believe in the man in the clouds in the sky, or you're always worshiping something. So whether you believe that, or
some people worship money.
Yeah, some people worship money, some people worship the flag, some people worship their country, some people worship celebrities, influencers. Everybody has a God.
Everybody worships somebody. Everybody worships somebody. So it's like there's no win-win in this world. And I know that this got off topic and stuff like that.
I know, we literally said we were not going to get off the topic of religion. We got onto the topic
but of religion. It is what it is. There's nothing we can do about it. It is what it is.
It's actually one of my favorite topics because I love spiritual.
Exactly.
I love spiritual talks.
Like a lot of people feel uncomfortable talking about it. Just like a lot of people talk about conspiracies and all that stuff. A lot of people get weird out about that. But those are real conversations.
I can sit with you and I can talk about religion. I can talk about aliens. I can talk about the government. I can talk about business. There is no topic on earth that I would
baseball, football. We could talk about shoes, toes, fungus. It doesn't matter. We can talk about anything. Like, it doesn't matter. As long as there's a topic that we can actually conversate and be intellectual about it. That's why it matters. And a lot of people don't get that.
I got to let you know, I'm really having a lot of fun.
No, I appreciate it. Thank you. I appreciate it.
You guys need to understand, this is my first podcast ever, and I am really excited about that. This is the small one. This is the first of many.
First of many, but hey, make sure that you like and you subscribe and you hit that share button to get it out of here.
You guys really need to subscribe and like this video, because in 5 years, this man is going to have his own podcast set up.
Hell
you understand?
Amen to that.
Everybody starts from somewhere.
Yeah.
So do not underestimate the potential of somebody with a dream and with ambition and drive. Because I promise you, they will become somebody very significant, and their YouTube channel will blow up just because they stayed consistent throughout the journey. So if you guys want to become OGs one day, you need to hit that like button. You need to hit that subscribe button right now. Do not hesitate.
Hit it right there. Hit it.
All right?
Hit it right there. Hit it. Let's go. Let's go. Favorite foods, man. Let's talk about food, because I'm starving right now, man.
I've been hungry all day,
I'm starving right now, bro. I'm not gonna bullshit. I'm starving right now.
Listen, man, I love Mexican food. I love Asian food.
Mexico, okay.
I love ramen. I love sushi.
Dude, hell yeah.
I love pizza. I love wings.
I'm so I'm so envious that I can't eat pizza, man.
I know, man.
It sucks. I haven't eaten pizza in such a long time. Don't ask me. But but
there's other things you can eat.
No, true.
You can have wings though, right?
Yeah, I can have all that.
Bro, I would never say no to wings.
No, hell
Some
no.
buffalo wings.
Man, you got me there. Barbecue wings for me.
Barbecue.
Barbecue wings for some honey
That's
mustard on
alright.
the side. No
Honey
blue
mustard?
cheese. No blue cheese. Hey, I don't like that blue.
You know, I've hated blue cheese my entire life
That's
until
mold
maybe,
cheese. That's old cheese.
and that's what I thought until I actually gave it a shot maybe 2, 3 years ago, and I was like, I've been missing out.
Delicioso.
I know. I used to. I was Team Ranch.
Same.
Team Ranch.
Same. Team Ranch
I still
until I
like
got
ranch, but
Team Ranch until I got Crohn's.
yeah,
Fuck.
I know, bro.
Like
That sucks, and that's just part of life.
it
You
is
just
what
gotta
it
accept
is.
it.
It is what it is. I got my honey mustard. It still
There
hits
you go.
it still hits the stomach right. So it
Yeah.
doesn't even matter.
Yeah.
So favorite food favorite food to eat to actually like when you're working.
Like working? Like
Yeah, working
on a
wise.
job? Okay.
Yeah.
It's a very good question. When I am working, I probably am not eating a big meal. I'm probably having a snack. Protein shake?
Ooh.
Technically, I mean, you could.
Just to keep you
Nah,
going,
nah,
just to keep you going
nah.
and stuff like that. Because
I'll give you a different
I-
answer, because that's more drinking.
yeah, a lot of people say that like that's not a good question to ask. Yeah, it does because when you're working and you're actually putting in work, like all these entrepreneurs, like you are an entrepreneur, you gotta know what you're eating because it's gonna take time from your business.
I argue that not eating is actually better when you're working. I feel like having a little bit of hunger gives you that edge to work harder.
Yeah, but it puts you to but it puts you to the point that your mind is gonna be thinking about food and it's not gonna concentrate.
It depends on the person.
Oh, okay.
I feel like if you have your caffeine,
Ah.
hey, listen, I'm speaking
Caffeine
from my
people,
perspective.
we're talking about you.
I can only speak from my perspective and what
Yeah.
works for me. If I am working on an empty stomach and I'm caffeinated, my hustle is crazy because I'm pretty much like on drugs at that point. Caffeine
Yeah.
is a drug.
That caffeine
You
is
get
a
what I'm
legal
saying?
drug. Caffeine is a legal drug.
Right. So having that caffeine on an empty stomach, I think gives me that edge to just continue to go a little bit longer. Once I feel satiated, I don't know. I get a little bit lazy.
Okay.
I feel like
Okay.
relaxing or falling asleep or something like that.
Yeah, you see, when I'm working, I can't eat a big meal.
Yeah, you can't.
I get the itis.
Yeah.
I get the itis
Exactly.
quick. You catch me slacking in a corner or lacking, like falling asleep lacking, like, and it sucks because a lot of people don't ask that question because it's good to know because that way if you guys want to become an entrepreneur and you guys want to become your own self boss, you gotta learn a routine on what you can eat because you can eat a pasta right now and it could give you the shits in 10 minutes or 15 minutes and there goes your work right there. You plan on doing something big and there goes your work because you ate pasta because you don't have a routine. You're not putting your stomach to the work. Like you're not actually getting your stomach accustomed to the certain nutrition that you need at the point because some people go 24 hours. These entrepreneurs sometimes are 36 hours awake. So how do you do that? Some entrepreneurs go above and beyond.
I treasure my sleep. My sleep is very, very important.
I've been hearing that because one time I was seeing an interview from Mark Cuban actually, and he's actually pretty dope.
Jace, come over here.
He's actually pretty dope. Mark Cuban is actually pretty dope.
Oh yeah.
He actually said that
Shark Tank.
some people don't sleep and they take advantage of it. But
Come here. Come here.
some people don't.
Daddy's,
Sorry about
Daddy's
it.
working right now.
Some people don't sleep. No, some people don't sleep, and they always keep that caffeinator, and they look for something else to like protein or like some pills, alertness pills, and stuff like that. Some other entrepreneurs they get their 8 hours of sleep, they get the 6 hours of sleep, however many hours they want. But some of them are like robot.
I mean, let's be real. Some of them are literally on crack, bro. They say that they're not sleeping or this or that or they have a lot of energy and ambition and drive, but they're probably just doing cocaine.
They're probably doing drugs, something.
Who knows?
You doing drugs?
I'm just speculating.
Are you doing drugs? You doing drugs?
Children, do not do drugs, please.
No.
Listen. So here's the thing. I value sleep.
Yeah. No, you gotta value sleep.
I value my health because that is the most important thing in the world. Without your health, what good is money?
Yeah, true.
What good is anything if you're not a healthy
You
person?
can't take money. That's the point. You can't take the money when you're gone. When you're gone, you're gone.
Exactly.
You cannot even take your skin. It's staying.
Yeah. You need to have balance.
Yeah.
You need to have balance in everything that you do, and learning that balance early on is only going to help you through life because you're going to be able to apply it towards anything. So that goes with nutrition and your daily routine.
Yeah. Yeah. It goes
That's
a
what it
long
all
way.
comes down to.
It goes a long way because my daily routine is 4 hours of sleep, junk food, and shitty habits. Shitty habits, and I'm not gonna lie.
At least you're honest because many
Shitty
people are
habits. Shitty. I'm not. It sucks, man. The only good thing that it comes around is that my girl actually like cooks food and actually like gives me food so I can eat. Cause if not, if it wasn't for her, I don't eat.
That's love.
I will be an actual stick. I won't eat. So she actually like makes me food. Always make sure that I'm eating. Always make sure that I'm fed. Always make sure that my tummy's full. I'm telling you, I've gained
Be
weight.
careful, because a lot of guys
I've
are gonna be
gained weight.
envious of that. They're gonna be like, "Who's
no,
your girl?"
I gained weight. I gained this love weight. This is the love weight that you gain.
I said in the beginning that I'm a fitness.
And I'm happy about it. That's the point. I'm happy about it.
I could get you in shape like this.
And that's I want. But look, my dream that I told my girl, my dream was July or August to have at least marked up for the 6-pack. I already got the sides.
Okay.
The sides, I got them down. I know how to do those quick.
Are you comfortable sharing how much you weigh?
Me, I weigh right now 185, 186.
185? Honestly, yeah. You don't look that bad from my perspective. I feel like you can
I just got a belly, my dude.
You can actually hit that a lot sooner.
I just got a belly, man. I gotta get this belly out, bro.
When was the last time that you worked out seriously and consistently for a minimum of 3 months?
Before I got into the car accident.
Like I was for 3 months?
Yeah, I was going consistently, yeah. Okay.
How about prior? Because I know that was recent. That was pretty recent.
That was well, my car accident was in January. January, and before that, I was going to the gym with her every almost every day. Yeah.
So I would classify you as a beginner when it comes to lifting weights.
Yeah.
Would you agree with me?
Yeah, no, yeah, because I don't lift weights. I don't know. All I do is more calisthenics and cardio.
Right.
That's the most that I do.
Okay. The reason why I bring up lifting weights and not a different form of exercise is because you burn more calories lifting weights than you would do with cardio.
Yeah, see.
Way more calories.
Yeah, see, when I do weights and stuff like that, it's most for my biceps and my triceps and my forearms. That's it. That's why it's like always more. Hard as a rock.
You know what would really accelerate the weight loss though and the muscle building?
What?
Leg workouts.
Okay.
Booty workouts, bro. Squats. Deadlifts.
And I got that booty baseball butt right now. Yeah, I got that booty baseball butt. Yeah.
Bro, squats, deadlifts, those are the compound movements. You will burn a lot of calories and you're going to build muscle at the same time.
So I need that book. Absolutely. So I can start eating right.
And in the book I talk about nutrition basically being the most important component to losing weight and building muscle. Okay. You can actually lose a lot of weight just with proper nutrition. You don't even need to exercise at all. Obviously,
that's what I've been hearing a lot, and I've been even searching it up, and I follow these two guys on my Snapchat that they give advice on like food and stuff like that, just like you do, and they say that sometimes you don't even need to do exercise, just eat right.
You don't, but you should, because you want to be an overall healthy individual.
Yeah, of course, because you want to run a mile and not be
winded after 2 seconds.
I can look good, but I can't run a mile.
Real quick. Bro, it's like all we did was go up the street.
Yeah, it's like I got the smoker's cough.
Yeah, right.
It's like, and I don't even smoke. It's like,
yeah.
Nah, but no, healthy, like staying healthy wise, it's like it's actually what I really want to do. Like I wanna be healthy because I got a daughter. She's 10. I got a daughter, and I wanna live long.
Yeah.
Because I want to see her grow.
And listen, you're a close friend of mine, so obviously I'm not gonna charge you. We can work out together. We can go to the gym,
we can do whatever. Hey, I support my friends.
Yeah.
Nothing is free here. I support my friends.
Exactly.
You gotta support.
And I can whip up like a quick nutrition program for you in like 5 minutes, so it's not a big deal.
Dope.
But you just gotta follow it. I can't.
I
I can only
gotta
bring people to the water. They say you can bring a horse to the water, but you can't make them drink, right?
Exactly.
That's all I
Yeah.
can do for. I can show you the way, but
I can show you the way.
there you go. But I can't make you take action.
True. Because it's like you can't force people to do what they don't want to do. It's like what my dad used to say when I was a kid. Um. Oh God, it's been so long since I said this. But it's all about it's all about you can't force me to eat what I don't want to eat. Like if I don't like how it looks, I'm not gonna eat it.
I used to be forced to eat things that I didn't want to eat. Yeah.
Damn.
But it's okay.
Yeah, see, no, I eat everything.
Everything now, though.
I used to eat everything. I used to be a dumpster. I used to eat everything, but I always was skinny.
Yeah.
I was always skinny. I used to be a dumpster. I used to eat a bunch. I used to like.
Were you chubby as a kid?
Hell no.
No.
I was just skinny out of all of them. Out of all of my brothers and sisters, I was the only skinny one. My brother's a ball. My sister's another ball. Sorry, but even though like I loved them to death, but still I was the only almost skinny one. They used to call me skinny hobo.
Really?
Yeah, skinny hobo because I was the only skinny one.
Why the hobo part?
Because I was the only skinny one. For them, I looked like a hobo, too skinny.
I wasn't really picked on too much for being skinny. I was skinny myself. I've always been an ectomorph, and that's just the term that you describe somebody with a naturally skinny physique.
Yeah.
And I've always had like an 8-pack. I don't have one anymore, but like growing up, I've always had an 8-pack, and it would always show because I was very, 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 very skinny. My entire, not my entire teens, my entire childhood, leading into like my mid-teens, very, very, very skinny.
Active, very active. And that was me.
You too, right? But I was always very, very active, very fit. I loved sports growing up. Soccer, basketball, parkour.
I love sports.
Skateboarding.
Yeah, and longboarding for me.
Longboarding.
I never learned how to do tricks.
I had skateboarding.
I'm not gonna joke. I saw some videos before getting into skateboarding, and I saw some legs being broken, some bones sticking out, and I'm like, fuck that. I'm like, no, I'm riding them from now on, and that's it. And that's why I switched to longboard because it's more about cruising and stuff like that. Mm-hmm. Like I could go down a hill on a longboard, going 40 miles per hour on a longboard, no problem. If I fall, I'm gonna do exactly the same thing that I would do on a skateboard. Worse.
See,
but I'm not scared of it. I'm thrilled about it. Yeah. That's the point. But get me into a skateboard and let me do a trick. I'm not gonna even do an ollie.
I could probably still do an ollie and a kickflip.
I'm not gonna even do an ollie. I've never learned how to do it. Because I was scared. I was a wuss.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be honest.
See, I was a little daredevil. I was a complete opposite. This is why maybe I did have ADHD. Perhaps it is a thing because like when I got into parkour, bro, I was like jumping from rooftop to rooftop.
Yeah,
I'm not exaggerating. I mean, like literally, I would be on the rooftop, and this actually happened. I was on the rooftop of my school, and there was another wall, and literally there was like a maybe 10, 15 foot drop to concrete.
Yeah.
And if you miss it,
you're probably
dead. You're probably gone. But I was like, fuck it, I can make it. I can do it. So I got a running head start, and I jumped over, and I landed to the other side. And this is the type of stuff I was doing when I was 15, and my parents had no idea.
Yeah.
You know, they thought I was just riding. They thought I was just with the neighbors.
Too late, mom. Too late, mom. Too late.
So I'm really glad, very fortunate that nothing bad happened. Yeah, if you're gonna do stuff like that, make sure that you're trained.
Yeah,
make sure
probably
that you know what you're doing.
Not me.
I don't advocate. Like, if my son were to do that one day, I'd be like, bro, what are you doing? Like, I worked way too hard to raise you, and you're gonna like just throw it all away.
Yeah, no, not me. My dad always tried to teach me right and always kept me like on a straight line. But I was that little daredevil child that didn't want to listen. I'm telling you, my first big accident. I was playing hide and go seek. This girl, I went through under an air conditioner. This is back in Puerto Rico, and it was hold by a 2x4. And tell me why this girl was so evil. As soon as I went under the air conditioner to pass to the other side of the house, she kicked the 2x4. The air conditioner landed on my head, split my head wide open like a watermelon, and I don't remember nothing after that. I remember waking up in the hospital. That's it. And I was playing hide and go seek, and then my second one, I was cutting class in 6th grade. Cutting class, slipped on mud, straight into a staircase, boom, forehead straight wide open. I don't remember nothing after that. I woke up in the hospital.
Your brain was literally across the street.
And I woke up in the hospital, and my mom was right there, like, hello, motherfucker. Like, hello, motherfucker.
See this? This is called a bill. You're gonna start working right now. I don't care if you're 9 years old. Get to work.
You're gonna be an entrepreneur right now,
right?
No. But like straight by, and
yeah.
I learned my lesson.
But you know what's great though? You have a story that you can share.
Yeah.
And looking back at it, like, damn, like that was really cool. I went through that and I survived.
No, it was crazy. I lost a lot of blood. Yeah. I lost a lot of blood.
Yeah, it's crazy, but I'm glad you're here to tell the story though.
No, but getting back into the conversation, so this mindset, being serious, this mindset, it's all you want to do now. That's all you want to do now.
I am 100% certain that entrepreneurship and business ownership is the path that God chose for me. Mm-hmm. I truly feel it in my heart that this is the direction that I am supposed to travel in.
Okay. So you're positive 100%.
And I knew
stop,
that.
And you got your support system right behind you. That's what matters.
Yeah, and I've known that for about 10 years now.
Okay. So, he known.
Yeah.
He knows.
There is no doubt in my mind that this is what I was destined for.
He knows. What? So when you're in the mood to eat,
ramen.
I'm
ramen.
starving. Oh, God. We're going to ramen, boys. We're eating ramen, I guess.
Or pizza. But you can't.
Pass.
You can only have the bread part.
Not even. Not even the dough.
What?
Not even the dough because it's made in the oven. I can't.
Oh, man. I'll have to make you an imaginary pizza then.
Oh, that'd be good. I would have a rainbow.
A rainbow pizza?
A rainbow imaginary pizza with some fake cheese. Because I haven't had cheese in such a long time, so I would love cheese.
This will be perhaps... What?
Vegan cheese.
Oh, I didn't know we had guests. We have an audience here, ladies and gentlemen. Everybody clap. Come on.
Hey, I got a button for that. You guys don't got to do it. I got a button for that.
Listen, we got a beatbox in the background. We got a mic check individual with that was coming behind.
We're here.
We got an audience to support us.
That's what it is. Support.
Support. Other than imaginary pizza.
With fake cheese. Rainbow fake cheese. And some real pepperonis at least, because I want at least a little bit of taste in there.
Right, but listen, you got me hungry now, so I'm ready to eat.
All right. So
eat something.
Well, we're about to wrap this up. This has been Cesar Barros, right?
Barros.
Barros.
Like, it doesn't matter. It can be anything. It can be Barros. I don't even know.
Barros.
It's one of those.
My own self-entrepreneur. Make sure to support this guy right here, Mind of Kings. Make sure to check out his Instagram. You can repeat it again on the Instagram.
So you can follow Minds of Kings on Instagram. That is MINDSOFKINGS, Minds of Kings. Or you can follow me on Instagram at I am Cesar Barros.
There you go. And this has been the KG Podcast. And it's nothing else I want to say.
Other than subscribe, hit that
just
subscribe button.
And hit that button and then cheer on and then do all that. But other than that, just... Thank you for tuning in. Anybody that tuned in, thank you for tuning in. I'm still having technical difficulties with this mic. It's trying to fall off. Damn it. So we're going to have to end this now. And we're out.
We are out. Yay!